Hello everybody. So guess what? I've just finished watching the restored international cut, or the 3-hour version of Superman the movie, disc 1 and disc 2. This is disc 1, this is disc 2. As I say, these were sent to me along with a lot of, a few more other Superman extended cut movies by my friend Gina Vedder. And oh my god, I really wish that they had released this extended version, because it was full of pure awesome. So many extra scenes that were not put in to the movie that was released in the cinema and then onto DVD. This is just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I love it. I really do love it, and I think it is just awesome. I mean, there's the scene, like for example, when Clark is in high school, we actually see a bit more of that, particularly on the football ground. Where the Smallville football team are playing. They're having a practice game. You see Lana doing her cheerleading as well. There's a bit of interaction, and more sort of, you can see the romance spark between Clark and Lana as well. They have a little bit of a chat, and you can clearly see in both their faces, how much Clark adored Lana, and Lana adored Clark and everything. And that particular moment actually made me realise that way before Smallville began, there was obvious that there was a spark between Clark and Lana when Clark was in Smallville, when he was younger. So the whole Lana storyline that we had in Smallville kind of makes sense. Watching this particular version of the movie, now I understand why we were tortured in some ways with pretty much 7 years of Clark and Lana. So as far as I'm concerned, it pretty much, you Lana haters out there, say what you want, but I'm sorry, Richard Donner picked up on the whole Clark and Lana relationship well before Smallville began. So that's pretty much where it came from, as far as I'm concerned. Then there's a moment as well when Brad is driving Lana and her friends off to someone's house, we actually see, Lana's facial expression. She looks pretty down. She looks, lost and everything, because she's obviously thinking about Clark. And it's like, oh my god, it just reminds me so much of when, Lana gets with Lex, and then Lana then realizes that she actually still loves Clark and everything. And it's all there. That's all I'm going to say. It's all there. Say what you want, Lana haters. I'm sorry, but Smallville didn't actually start the Lana story. It was Richard Donner that started the Lana story, as far as I'm concerned now. But seriously though, I watched this film and I just think it really opened my eyes a bit more to the Superman mythology. And the Krypton scene, the scene where Krypton's being destroyed, it's actually more intense than what we're used to as well. The scenes, as I say, every scene that is played out is now seen in a longer version, especially the Krypton scene, see how the planet gets destroyed. Then there's oh my god, so much that I've seen in this, it's just unbelievable. Lex even sings, for heaven's sake. We see Lex Luthor playing the piano and singing. I didn't know Gene Hackman was quite a good singer, but yeah, he's got quite a voice on him. No, seriously, it is absolutely amazing. Honestly, Gina, I can't thank you enough for sending me these. I've really enjoyed it. I really do wish, Warner's changed their mind, or somebody at Warner's says something and says, you know what, I think we should re-release the 3-hour edition of Superman the movie, because it really does look amazing. I mean, yeah, okay, being at the fact that it's all restored cuts, you can tell that some parts have just been, they were obviously cut out for when the movie was first released back in 1978. But seriously, if they brush it up a bit more, clean it up, get it digitized or whatever, put it on DVD, bang, it'll work. A lot of the scenes, I mean, like the Fortress of Solitude scene, for example. Oh my god, I was feeling it right there. I tell you, I was feeling it right there. Oh my god, I can't stress enough just how awesome this was. When Clark throws the green crystal to build the fortress, that particular scene is now extended as well. You know, we're seeing a bit more of the fortress getting put together. Clark walking into to the North Pole as well. You know, he's seen as actually walking. This is the other thing, that the reason that I love, you know, Al Gough and Miles Miller coming up with the concept for Smallville, when they said to Warners that it will be a no tights, no flights rule. Even in Superman the movie, before Clark becomes Superman, we don't see him using heat vision, X-ray vision, telescopic vision, super hearing. He doesn't do any super leaps either. So it kind of makes sense that Gough and Miller decided to stick with their, you know, no tights, no flights rule, because throughout for like an hour of Superman the movie, we don't see Clark doing that at all. You know, yes, we see him use his super speed, and that's probably the only thing that we see him use. You know, and obviously when he was younger, he lifts up the truck. So we've got super speed and super strength. That's all we see him use. And then obviously come Smallville, we've seen him do the super speed, the super strength, and then, you know, his powers start developing as he grows older. Now, bearing in mind that in Superman the movie, he's seen as he's aged probably around 16 to 18 years old. Okay, now this is what's really interesting. This is what I was tweeting when I was watching this movie just now, that according to Superman the movie, Clark would have been about, as I say, somewhere between 16 and 18 years old. Okay, when he runs past the train, we got a little girl seeing him through binoculars. That little girl is Lois Lane. Now, if I'm thinking of this right, Lois Lane will probably be about, say, 10, maybe 11 years old in that particular scene. Fast forward to when Clark goes to Metropolis, starts working at the Daily Planet. Lois must be about, I don't know, 22, maybe 23 years old, and then Clark would then be about 30 years old. Okay, but in Smallville, they're seen as being the same age. You know, you might say that Lois might be a year older, given the fact that when she arrived in season 4, she was actually supposed to have started college. So that would really put her, you know, a year older than Clark and everybody else, Pete, Lana and Chloe as well. But in the movie and in the comics, Clark is actually seen as much older than Lois. You know, probably by about 6 or 7 years. You see, so yeah, you can see where I'm going. I was kind of that's what sort of threw me in some ways. And obviously Lex Luthor is much older than Clark and Lois. You know, he's probably about a good, well, in the movie he's probably about 10 years older than Clark. So he's probably in these, well, I'd say late 30s, coming up to his 40s kind of thing. So yeah, you know, you can see where I'm going with this, can't you? But no, seriously, I have to admit, if you have got a copy of this extended version of Superman the movie, and if you have seen it, let me know what you thought of it, and do you think they should definitely make it more widely available? I was actually told by a friend of mine, Cayman Stowell, we were talking on Facebook last night, and he actually hinted that there is a possibility that we may actually get this extended version of Superman the movie released sometime in 2012. It's not been fully confirmed yet, but it could happen. If that happens, fingers crossed, people, I swear to God, I will so have that copy myself, and I will watch it again, and everyone else should do the same as far as I'm concerned. But seriously, wow, awesome, awesome, awesome. Gina, seriously, thank you very much. I'm probably going to watch the extended version of Superman 2 probably tomorrow. I might even watch it today, but I don't know if I've got time. But seriously, there are so many things in this movie that you just, you know, it actually answers a lot of questions. So if you watch the original version and then you thought to yourself, well, hang on, how did he get from there to there, or how did this happen? Like in particular the rocket scene when Superman's chasing after one of the rockets. There is a moment where he's actually sort of stops in front of the rocket. Right, so he's floating in front of it, and he's about to stop it, you know, facing the rocket, but then the rocket sidesteps him, and he's thinking, like, what the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna have to chase you now. And I thought, oh my God, You see, you didn't see that in the original version, did you? No. So yeah, it really is worth seeing if you haven't, if you've not got this extended version. Gina, I'm definitely going to copy all of these, by the way. I don't care. I'm going to copy them, and I'm just going to enjoy them even more afterwards. I really am. You know, you have no idea how appreciative I am of this. I really need to send you something as a thank you, because seriously, this has been a godsend. You have been an absolute godsend, is all I can say. Absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there, because I'm way too excited after watching that. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. Thank you again, Gina, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.